Hey guys, Luke here, and welcome to my F1 live season Sochi highlights. Here we are then, we are 6th on the grid after a pretty disappointing qualifying, but anyway, here we go, we have lights out and away we go. We've got a much better start than our teammate CBA Superkick on our left hand side. We're going to go side by side with him here. Now I'm going to nab the slipstream off RBZ here, coming out the inside of him, maybe Insignia as well. Look at that, we're 3 wide here going into turn 1. Now we're going to maybe pass him and Pro Racing. Yes, we're not the inside of Pro Racing, and RBZ sort of tapped us there. We've had to slightly cut the corner to avoid him, but that's fine. We're up into P2, and from P6 it's a wonderful start. And here at the end of lap 1 we're looking at here at Mike Marshmallow here, as he has a massive lag spike, and we actually take the lead of the race. So we do lead, but now we've gone over the curb too much and we've lost the car. Mike Marshmallow's up our inside here. Can he get the move back done here after lagging? Is he going to get the move? We're still around the outside, but in the end he makes the move stick, and we're back down into P2 after a very good start. We're back down to P2, but it's not too bad. But then here on lap 2 we look to get straight back past him with the slipstream. OP here around the strike. We're going to fly past him, but he's lagging a bit ahead. I'm going to brake and slightly tapped him, I think, but it didn't actually happen on my screen. I think it was down to lag. I wasn't actually sure if I hit him, but I think he just ran wide. So that was my position, and I took the lead once again. But I've sent the fast lap of the race here. Lap 3, my Marshmallow's get up is my inside, and he sort of forced us off there. Pretty well, you could say a good overtake, forcing us out wide, and that's fair enough. So he's back into lead now. We've got Pro Racing around our outside here. Is he going to have a look up the inside into the next right hand? I think he might here. Are we going to, is he? No, we've managed to keep that position, but we've run out of very much wide. We've been auto-braked by the game, and he's going to up our inside here. Pro Racing up the inside. Yeah, and he's made a good move there. I was slightly locked up, and that's going to allow RBZ through him. Up our inside. Is he going to make the move done? Looks like he is, as he slightly tapped us through his joints. We've locked up and lost that position. Now Insignia has gone around our outside, so we've gone from the lead of the race into turn 1. We're now down to 5th position. It's been a disastrous couple of corners, but now here at the end of sector 2, RBZ has slightly had a couple of problems. He's run a little bit wide. Now we're going to look up the inside, going to dive bomb him a little bit. He's sort of turned in on us there, but now we're going to get some DRS and some slipstream here. We're going to be able to get past him. We're going to go on the inside, which is quite dangerous actually with the DRS. What we're going to do, we're going to turn it off before the corner. Yes, we are. We're still around his outside. He's still there though. We've outbroken him and shut the door. So that is moved down, and we're back up to P4, just where we want to be at this point of the race. But RBZ's still up our inside, going side by side. This is a brilliant battle between us two, and in the end I've managed to make the move done, and that is P4 confirmed. And now Insignia's had a bit of problems, and here in sector 3 he's gone over the curb too much. He's ran wide, he's been forced wide by the curb, and that we are now up to P3, and time to hunt down the leaders, Pro Racing and Mike. But on lap 8 we decided to go for the undercut and pit a lap earlier than most of the field. As we come into the pits for our fresh set of our prime tyres, we're going to go for an option prime option strategy, which is definitely the plan here. We're looking for a podium probably in this race, but anyway, here we go into the box. Good stop from Williams. Indeed, a 3.7 stop like normal in this game. And where are we going to come out? Are we going to come out in traffic, or are we going to come out ahead? Insignia GB pitted on lap 6, I believe, and there he is on the minimap. You can see her coming around the outside of us now as we come out of our pits. I think he's going to be ahead of us. It's going to be a drag race down to turn 1. Put it back into standard mix after saving a little bit of fuel in the pits. Here he is. He's on our inside, and he sort of blocked us. Oh no, we've turned in too early. It's a penalty. It's a penalty for corner cutting, but we have lifted off there midway through the apex and not attacked him until this straight here is going to get the inside of Insignia. I'll go back to that corner cut incident in a minute. We've gone up his inside. We've slightly run a little bit wide, and I think we've tapped in there, but I'm not sure if we did, so I just carried on anyway. Lost the car, I believe. So that was P4, but yeah, I decided to protest against that penalty due to the fact that I lifted off and did not gain an advantage as Apollo pits. I did not gain an advantage, and that was accepted by the stewards, so my 10-second penalty at the end of the race has been taken off, but I'll show the stewards' decisions later, as there are a couple. My marshal head, who was seen track extending very much, you can see that for most of the race in fact, and he was put under stewards review by the stewards, of course, as we go around the outside. A clinical move there, very good move I thought, around the outside of him, and we're up into P2, chase down Pro Racing, or I can tell you it is on the primes. However, Mike came back at us with the DRS, and he forced us a little bit wide there, but still a good move from him, and we're back down to P3. This is a good battle for second place here, which could be key, especially with Pro Racing on the primes at the end of the race. And we're around the outside here, Mike. We made the move stick again, but is he going to go back up our inside? He is, forcing us wide once again, and he's decided that is it. He's made the move and up into P2, but lap 15 we got the DRS once again on him as Apollo starts catching us up. Our planned stop was for lap 90. Are we going around the outside? Incredible DRS. We've gone around his outside without broken him, but he's done well on the inside, and he's managed to keep that position, and P3 was still ours, and Pro Racing wasn't getting it ahead. But on lap 17 here, our tyre wear was starting to get fairly bad, because we pitted a couple of laps earlier than most of the other people. Our tyres were starting to go, and Apollo there going straight up our inside. A good move with DRS, who tried to get back in, but touching that wall cost us. And we're down to P4, and that's where we stayed until we decided to come into the pits on lap 18 for a fresh set of the options. We went for the undercut once again, and we pitted at the same time as Pro Racing, who is going on to the primes for the end of the race. So about 3.7 seconds behind him. Are we going to hunt him down, hopefully for at least second place, maybe even the race win, with Mike of course staying out a lap later than us, and we're going to hopefully get the undercut. But the undercut isn't as good on this game as it was last game, due to the fact that because of the cold tyres, they don't heat up as quickly, so you can't get as much speed out of them. But this time I was very glad when I came out in free air with Insignia nowhere in sight. And here on lap 19, our teammate ahead gets reset because he ran wide at the pit entry and it reset him, so that was already up into P5, and now we're going to get up a couple more places here, as first of all RBZ, who'd fallen back. I think he had a spin, but he seemed to have great pace, so it's quite not very good to see him down there, whereas he should be higher up, and he should have been battling for the lead, which made him make it a brilliant fight for the lead. But we passed Mike and Apollo in the pits as well, so the undercut really worked there. I think they were battling as well, so that puts us up into P2, and now here on lap 22 we're going to be on the outside, now to the inside of Pro Racing, and that is moved on with DRS. We are up into the lead of the race, guys. This has been a brilliant drive so far, brilliant battle between the four guys for the lead, but on the final lap of the race it was our old foe Mike Marshmallow who went up our inside, and he's run very wide, but we've lost traction completely. We could have had him definitely back there, but we decided to not attack him until the DRS straight. We saved our rich, we saved all our ability to overtake him here, and we're going to outbrake him, but our tyres are gone and we've locked up. We've gone nearly into the back of him there. I'm going to have terrible traction out here. We decided to put into lean after this to try and get it to the end. I knew Mike was going to be put on an investigation for track extending, so this race might not be over. Anyway, we're going to come through him. Are we going to be able to add poor traction? We've lost so much time in this final lap. The final two laps our tyres just completely went, but anyway, we're going to come around the final two corners now, and we're going to come home in second place. It's been a brilliant drive. We've come from 6th and we finished 2nd. However, of course, we were put down to 4th due to the fact that we did actually have a penalty. So the final order provisionally was Mike Marshmallow, who took the victory from Apollo 18 in 2nd. Pro Racing, pretty disappointed for him in 3rd, us in 4th. I was very disappointed with that at the time. RBZ 5th, teammate quite bad in 6th. He's got better pace than suggests, as he said, the 2nd fast up of the race. Hobo in 7th, Casey Legend in 8th, Gestron Zinc in 9th, and Super Joshi 10th were all the finishers. However, that was not it. As I said, my penalty was taken off, so that was immediately up to 2nd. And then Mike Marshmallow's put under investigation. We're going to have, here it is, the sure decisions was the side mile 45 corner cutting penalty is removed. As you can see there, the big breaking news: Mike Marshmallow disqualified from the race for excessive track extending, which means I do indeed take the victory. So I've won my first ever live season race. But anyway, this is the end of the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, follow, Twitter in the description below, and see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.